If you're struggling to stay motivated to work out or eat healthy, this video is for you. I'm going to share 5 tips that have helped me and my clients over the years to be consistent with our fitness and our nutrition. These tips are also very easy to implement, so after this video you can go right away and put them into practice. But I do encourage you to watch until the end of the video if you want the brutal, honest truth about being motivated in your fitness long term. So let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to have something to aim for. So having something in the calendar can be a great motivator to stick to your program and be consistent. A few examples of having something to aim for could be like signing up for a Tough Mudder or a 5K or a marathon or a half marathon or a men's physique competition, anything like that. I have many clients who participate in these endurance-based events like Tough Mudders, 5Ks, and different types of marathons and races, and it really helps them stay motivated to prepare for that event and to perform their best. Because what you're doing is pre-committing months in advance to this event, and the last thing you want is to show up on the day of that event that you already paid for and to be totally out of shape. And what I found is that if we don't have something in the calendar to aim for or shoot for, losing our motivation over the course of our journey can be a lot more common. Tip number 2 is to change your environment. And I just recently learned this trick just maybe a few years ago. And what I mean by change your environment is that it can get very boring and kind of tedious if you're going to the same gym every day, seeing the same people at the same time, using the same equipment, the same machines. So if you're able to, go check out a few other gyms in your area. Maybe get a free day pass online and check it out, because you'll find that each gym has a different vibe and a different atmosphere, and you may like some a lot more than others. And what I've learned is that a change of scenery where you're working out can go a long way for getting more excited about your workouts again. You'll probably get to try some new machines and equipment, and you'll see some new people. It really makes a big difference. I currently have 2 different gym memberships myself, and it's really nice to be able to have the choice each morning to decide where I want to go and which one I'm feeling more in the mood to go to. They're 2 very different style gyms. They have various equipment that I can take advantage of, and if I want to do, say for example, hip thrusts on a machine, only one of the gyms I have has that machine on it. Only one of them has a hack squat machine, so I can pick and choose based on the workout I'm doing, and also what kind of mood I'm in that day and which one I prefer. And basically what I'm getting at is it's nice to have a choice to go to this one or to that one or maybe a third one. But when you don't have a choice and you just have to go to the same place over and over again, it can get pretty boring. Tip number 3 is to plan a trip. Now, a lot of my clients have told me in the past that a big motivator for them to get in great shape is because they want to look really good when they go on that vacation. So similar to tip number 1, having something to aim for, planning yourself a trip in advance is something that can be a motivating factor for you to show up and be consistent with your program so that you look your best when that vacation comes. And just to be clear, I'm not saying you've got to plan this massive vacation every 6 months just to stay in shape, but even just like a little weekend getaway type of thing, something that you go drive to, or some sort of little event or trip to look forward to 3 months away or 6 months away can be really helpful for staying motivated. Tip number 4 in staying motivated in your fitness is that you need to shift your mindset. I've been in the fitness industry now for 10 years, and I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people, and one thing that I've noticed that's a main reason why people really struggle to sustain their results long term, I'm talking 5 years, 10 years, for life really, is because they have unrealistic expectations for their results. They have more of a quick fix mindset rather than a longer term or patient mindset. What this basically means is that they're expecting fast results, almost immediate results, with little to no effort, right? And when they don't see those results come right away in the first week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they get discouraged about it and they either quit right then and there, or they hop to a different program or some other drastic diet or approach that's promising that they're going to see really fast results. And this is why these quick fix products like stomach wraps, fat burning pills, supplements, juice cleanses, detox teas are so popular and sell so incredibly well, is because they're basically promising that you're going to lose weight or promising a specific result very, very fast with pretty much no effort, right? It doesn't take any effort to put a stomach wrap on. It doesn't take any effort to take supplements or pills. It doesn't take any effort to drink juice. They're basically promising you're going to see fast results without having to actually do anything hard. And I'll give you an example of how this plays out. So let's say Janice wants to lose weight, so she starts a new diet. And Janice's friend or coworker just did a juice cleanse and lost 10 pounds in the first week. So now Janice, with her new diet, she also expects to lose 10 pounds in the first week because that's what her friend did. But instead, she loses 2 or 3 pounds in that first week. And instead of being super happy that she already saw some great weight loss in that first week, she's discouraged because it wasn't 10. It wasn't a drastic amount of weight right away. So instead of being happy and continuing to follow her new diet or program, she's discouraged and she thinks it's actually not working when it actually is working very well. So after just 1 or 2 weeks, Janice hops to a totally different diet or a totally different program. And she's just always looking for the next new diet or the next new program to help continue to lose more and more weight. And this is very unsustainable. And this is sort of like being on a roller coaster your whole life with your fitness, right? Spending some time on a diet and then switching to a new one, or, being good with your nutrition and then falling off for a couple months and, losing a little bit of weight and then gaining it back 6 months later. It's just not consistent, and it's just this roller coaster. And the truth is, this all happens because of having unrealistic expectations, right? If Janice didn't expect to lose 10 pounds in that first week, she would have probably been very happy with losing 2 or 3 pounds and stuck to her program for week number 2 and week number 3 and week number 4, and ultimately would have been more consistent and lost more weight in the long term. When you're more consistent like that, you build more momentum and you build more confidence in yourself because you know you can stick to something. And guess what? If you have more confidence and more momentum and you're sticking to your program, you're going to have more motivation. So if you find yourself stuck in this quick fix mindset, try to gradually shift that mindset into a more long-term, patient mindset. You're going to have to be patient if you want to have more motivation, if you want to see better results. Patience really is going to be the key, and results can take plenty of time. And tip number 5, and this isn't so much a tip, but more of a realization that's going to really help you drastically on your fitness journey, but it's that motivation isn't always going to be there. If you genuinely think that you're supposed to always be super motivated to work out and always be motivated to eat healthy, you're going to get very frustrated with yourself and you're going to set yourself up for failure. Because the idea that you or me or anybody on earth is going to always be motivated to work out or to take care of their fitness, that's very unrealistic. There's literally no one who's always motivated to choose a salad over a burger, or always motivated to wake up at 5 a.m. and do a workout, or maybe do a workout at 7 p.m. after a full day of, 12-hour workday. No one's always motivated. Even those of us who work in the fitness industry and genuinely enjoy fitness. And if we're sitting around waiting for motivation to come in and save us and make us work out, what we're going to find is that we'll go months at a time without doing anything for our fitness. And what I've learned is that working out and eating relatively well are those things that we should sort of blend into our routine in our life and get ourselves to do, even if there's times where we don't really want to do them. Very similar to brushing your teeth or going to the doctor to get a checkup, or other health-related things that we aren't motivated to do them, but we know that we should. And if you're someone who's consistently working out every week, consistently eating well, countless studies now are showing that you're way more likely to live longer. You may add multiple years, 5, 10 years to the back end of your life. And not only that, but those final 5, 15, 20 years will likely be higher quality years. There'll be, less likelihood of getting disease or chronic disease or hereditary type diseases that may run in your family. And you'll also just feel your best. You'll be able to do more things later in your life. Travel, be mobile, be active, play with kids or grandkids. So my final message on this point is that you should do your best to show up and take care of your health, even if you're not super motivated to do so. And if you do that, you'll almost certainly thank yourself years down the road, and so will your family. Because for those people who decide not to take care of themselves, not to work out, not to eat well, just because they're not super motivated to do so, those are the people who are going to be having to be taken care of by their family later on. And that's going to wrap up the video. I really hope you found this helpful, even just 1%. And if you did, consider subscribing to my channel here, because I make new videos just like this one every single week. And I'm also going to leave another video up here for you that I think could be helpful on your journey as well. And I'll see you on the next video.